Hey YouTube, Al here, and this week, no guitar talk, we need to talk about something more serious. So, some of you may be aware of the videos that have been coming out by Glenn Fricker, Dave Simpson, Jared Dines probably going to do one, regarding EU Article 13. So, this is basically, if you don't know, it's new copyright legislation that's going to be brought in, it's EU law, but like YouTube is going to have to implement it worldwide because it's going to have to be algorithm based. But basically what it means is you can't use anything that isn't your own material. If you use anything that's third party, you're going to get done for it. Basically there's no fair use anymore. There's no transformative content. So that means if you do movie reviews, that's third party, you can get demonetized and your video can just be taken down for that straight away. Let's see, music, if you do a guitar cover, that's third party and that will get taken down. It could get muted. They could take your whole channel down apparently if there's one strike. Jared Dines apparently in one video just hummed the riff to Smoke on the Water. Really? He hummed it, but that's enough for a strike apparently. And this isn't YouTube doing this. The claim was put in by Warner Music Company group people. So it's the companies that are doing this. It's not YouTube itself. It's not their fault. It's the people who own the copyright. And when you dispute it, it won't be YouTube who go, okay, or no, we're going to do you for it. It's the company who, let's be honest, have somewhat of a vested interest in protecting their assets. So what this means is, I mean, Dave Simpson has said that a load of his videos have been demonetized, and he might have to go back and mute certain things. Again, Glenn Fricker, who does the Spectre Media Group, he does production, and he did Iron Maiden versus, I think it was, doesn't matter who it was, some pop person, doesn't matter who it was, to sort of show the difference in production. Literally like 2-3 second clips, and that's enough to get you flagged up for it. I guess I'm in somewhat of a protected position because I don't make a bean off YouTube. I just do it because I like it. So I'm not really worried about being demonetized because I never was monetized in the first place. That won't really affect me. But the problem is there's no playing anyone else's riffs anymore. There's no, like, if you get a guitar sound, you go, oh, this sounds like never mind the bollocks. You can't just, you know, go into a Pistols riff. You can't do whatever, T-Rex or the Stooges or Stevie Ray Vaughan, whatever the hell. You know, you can't just play things. When you get a sound that evokes a certain artist, you're no longer really going to be able to play any riffs or anything like that because there's no longer any transformative content. Think about it this way. If you go to a gig and someone's doing a cover and you film that and upload it, I mean, that would technically be breaching it when you think about it. So it's really going to affect, it's going to affect the way everything works. On my channel, I've always tried to play other people's riffs where it feels appropriate because I want to see if a pedal can do the thing, you know, the Dan Hawkins Darkness thing. Does it do the Kirk Fletcher thing? Does it do, I can't do it, but you know, does it do the Guthrie Govan thing? Does it get this sound or that sound? And that's really going to be off limits, to be honest. And a lot when it comes to how to get certain tones. My Black Sabbath, how to get a Black Sabbath tone video I did a few years ago. That was, you know, nothing's happened to my stuff so far, but I wouldn't be allowed to do that, and I don't know if it's going to happen retrospectively with stuff I've already done. I have a feeling it might. Hopefully my playing's so sloppy ass that they don't notice that I'm playing someone else's stuff, so shh. But that being said, it's really going to weigh on me that I can't play certain things, and I'm basically going to have to be restricted. And again, one of the first videos I ever did on YouTube was a cover of a Ghost song on guitar. I was playing it on a CD player with the speakers, and I was just playing in front of the camera, you know. And that got muted for copyright reasons. I kind of get it though. It would pick up on the algorithm because I was using their track in the background. It was still transformative, but I kind of get it. But when it comes to just doing a full cover or a lesson, for Christ's sake, a bloody lesson on how to play this stuff, a breakdown, you'd still get done for it. I think this is it's gonna have to make everyone kind of rethink the way YouTube works because it's heavily restricting what you can do. YouTube was supposed to be educational and functional, I mean, if you can't use third-party stuff, how far is it going to go? Is it going to do with artwork and artists and how to do certain things? If I do 12-bar blues, is that going to be flagged up as someone else has done 12-bar blues, so it's too close to what someone else somewhere has done that's copyrighted? I don't really know what the future's going to be of YouTube. But yeah, if you look up the Dave Simpson video, he gives a lot of examples of where it's been happening, and Glenn Frick, it's been happening to him as well. Again, thankfully, my channel is so teeny that nobody's noticed yet, so I might just slip under the radar for now. But I can't be playing Mastodon or J-Retard anymore. Nothing like that. Nothing that's copyrighted, because there's nothing more rock and roll than copyright. So yeah, things will have to change on this channel. I'm gonna have to be playing more of my own stuff. I guess when it comes to reviews, I'll just have to do more. Oh, let's do a funkish riff. Let's do a jazz-ish riff. Let's do a punk-ish riff. And I might have to. I don't know. I might be able to get away with doing some altered versions of certain things, because let's be honest, who hasn't played a G chord before? So I can get away with through that sort of get out. But at the end of the day, it is going to change the way YouTube works, and it really annoys me that you're not going to be able to teach people how to do things anymore. I learned to do soldering and guitar setups from YouTube. I learned lots of techniques and riffs from YouTube lesson videos, and I think a lot of them they're going to be gone. They're going to be gone. The whole landscape is going to change, and I think this whole thing is going to make people play things a lot closer to their chest, and I think that's not really going to help anyone learn and get on in the meantime. So, a bit of a serious video this week. I've got some pedal reviews coming up. I do have some more stuff in the works. At some point when my projects have got to the next step, or I've got time, I'm going to be working on those. I really need to wire up the S-Jag at some point. It's still a bit dicky, and I will get onto that. We will get them up and running. So those are my plans. I think I'm going to concentrate more on first-hand stuff that I'm doing. So, like, more stuff I'm fixing, to be honest, rather than gear reviews. But I'll be honest, I may have just bought a phaser. The lure of cheap pedals never really wanes for me at the moment. It's a bit endless, a bit relentless with the cheap pedals, so that they're not going to stop. I'll probably try and space out my reviews so it's a bit more, what am I going to get this week, rather than 5 reviews and then nothing for a few weeks. So I'm gonna mix up the fixes and the pedals, but I think the structure of the channel is going to have to change, and I'm going to have a think about it. I'm not going away. I'm not going to stop. I don't think I'm going to slow down. I'm still going to try and do 1 a week as best I can. Again, I don't make a bean off YouTube. I'm doing this off my own back, so it's going to be. I'll do the best I can. I will soldier on. I will soldier on as best I can. But yeah, things will have to change, and I'm worried that my old videos are going to get taken down, or muted, so made sort of irrelevant, really, especially when it comes to teaching videos. Pretty bloody useless, and gear reviews, and when you think about it, it's all going to be bloody useless if it's muted. But I just have to suck it and see what happens. But I'm not going to stop. I will try and find ways around it. I was really hoping that Article 13 wouldn't get through the EU, but what do you know? We are where we are. I'm not going to lie and say I didn't see it coming, because I saw it a long way off. But yeah, be careful to anyone out there who's doing covers or any sort of third-party material. I mean, for God's sake, the guitarologist was doing a video where he fixed the radio. At the very end, he turns on the radio for a few seconds, and a song comes on. He goes, "What do you know? Hey, it works. Cracking. You know, let's all have a cup of tea. It's great." He got done for that because the radio on the song was copyrighted. The song on the radio was copyrighted, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, at what point? At what point, if you're doing a vlog and then you walk into a shop and then there's a song playing on the radio, would that get done? I mean, if it's an algorithm, then probably yeah. I just don't see the whole thing being workable. But in the meantime, it is affecting big YouTubers, and I think it's going to affect everyone in the long run, and it's going to make people self-censor, and that doesn't help anyone learn, because YouTube it's meant to be a community where everyone can share information and help each other and have discussions, and that this isn't going to help anyone. It's just going to hinder, and Yeah, it's not YouTube's fault. It's the EU law. It's EU law. It's supranational being imposed on these companies that do it across the globe. So don't think if you're in the US or Canada that you're safe, because the site will have to enact it like as an algorithm across the whole thing. So yeah, just be careful out there. Yeah, I have to keep going on. And SOD Article 13. So thanks for watching. No playing this week. But there will be more videos on the way. I have got stuff in the works. I've got other musical projects in the works that I'm probably going to have to bring in to some extent. They're not ready to be unveiled yet, but as bits become available and I feel confident to either show you what I've been getting up to, or I've learned enough on a topic that I can then go, here's a video on how to, then I'll do that. I'm really into sharing information. I'm really into, I don't know how to do this, so many people out there won't know how to do this. And if I learn how to do something, I want to share it, because you'll learn, and if there's a better way of doing it, you'll tell me, and that's what the whole thing was supposed to be about, for God's sake, sharing information. So I'm not going to stop doing that. But yeah, it's been a bit of a kick in the pants, because it's going to heavily limit what people can do, and especially it's going to affect my existing videos where I've done lots of riffs of various bands, and you know, this pedal reminds me of Thin Lizzy. I'll do I can't even hum it now, sorry. I will get done. I will get done. So I can't even do that anymore, so I'm going to have to find workarounds. And do you know what? I've got a looping pedal, so I'll find ways around it if I can get my board set up with it. I'll find ways around it. I'll keep soldiering on. So yeah, thanks for watching. My name's Al. I'm not going to stop this channel. SOD Article 13. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.